What's going on, boys? It's your boy Gush, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the best tips on how to have the cleanest and fastest movement without a flying mount in Palworld 1.0. I'm going to go over 6 different pieces of movement tech to improve how you can move flawlessly around the map, and I'm also going to throw in a little bonus tip at the end, so stay tuned. And I can assure you, after you're done watching the video, you will undeniably be a movement legend. Enough said, let's get on with it. So the first tip out of 6 is grapple cooldown canceling. You're gonna want to know this. It is a revolutionary tech inside the game. It is something you're gonna be want to doing all the time if you want to be the fastest. So you know when you grapple, you have a 10-second cooldown. Depending on your grapple, it'll be a little less or a little more than 10 seconds. But you have that cooldown on the bottom right, and you don't want to wait 10 seconds for it to cool down for you to grapple again. So what you want to do is put it in your inventory and pull it back out, and now you have it instantly again. That easy. Right click, and you have it again. And to make this a little bit faster, you don't want to be right clicking and having to drag your mouse all the way over here to grab your grappling hook. So I recommend dragging this down, leave the second slot in this last column free, so you can just easily do that, and it's just the fastest way to grapple cancel. So yeah. Next we have number 2, grapple launching. Everyone should know this. If you don't know what it is, this is what it looks like. You're basically grappling and you're pulling out your glider right before your feet hit the floor, and it kind of launches you, and it's very good. It's a very vital movement tech for being fast and just getting around the map in general. You can do it off of a cliff edge like this, and it is very nice just getting around the map. Now we can make this grapple launch better if we introduce a hang you into our party. So go over to your pal box, grab you a hang you, which if you do not know, on the map, hang you can be found right here in this location. So here's like the starting area right around here. You want to go this way. A hang you can be found all over this region. So just look around this exact area here and you will be good. So introduce a hang you into your party. You do not have to cast him out or anything. He just needs to be in your party. And what hang you does, it says while in party, modifies the performance of the equipped glider, enables slow ascension while gliding. This is the pinnacle of speedrun movement tech. You need the hang you if you want to be fast. It is actually, it's goated. It's so good. Check out what it does. So introduce a normal grapple launch, and this is what it looks like. Instead of going down, you see how much further we're going? Like last time I landed down there, I am just constantly going upwards. Eventually you will plateau out, but look how much further I'm going. I mean, dude, it's already so good, but we can get better. We can get better and faster. That is insane. It's just insane. I mean, I can get across the entire map if I wanted to. Now, do remember, when grapple launching, you want to grapple on a surface that is completely level with your character. So you're here and your surface is here, or a surface that is lower than your character. If you go higher than your character, you'll just grapple straight in this linear line. That's not what you want to do your grapple launch, right? So you can grapple below your character like this. And remember, jump at the very end moment before your feet touch the ground. It is possible to have a bad grapple launch. Let me showcase that. Now, this is what a bad grapple launch will look like. If you jump too early, you'll like be really slow. Or if you jump too late, you will simply just do that. So there is a timing thing. So right before your feet hit the ground is the fastest your character will be going out. And remember, you either grapple on a flat surface like I just did there, or a surface that is below you, like that. There you go. So with hang you, your glider goes up. It is very good, but this can get better. This can get really good if you introduce a bow. A bow. That's all it takes is a bow, and you can unlock the bow very early at level 13, or if you find a schematic around the map, which is very possible, very easy. So I just have a regular old gray bow from level 13, super easy to get. Now, it is insane. I'm going to save this one for number 4 though. Now, number 3, grappling up a cliff. Have you ever tried to grapple up a cliff and then this happens? You get stuck in this ugly climbing animation. We don't like that. We don't want that. Now, what you want to do is this. You grapple at the top of where you're trying to go, or just as high as your grapple will let you if the cliff is taller. And as soon as you are about to reach the wall with your character's body, I want you to hit control on your grapple and you will launch up. It's very good. There's 2 ways you can do this, right? You can either grapple and then hit cancel with left control to fling yourself up. And remember, when you hit cancel, take your fingers off of the movement keys. No movement keys. You just want to click cancel and your character will fly. If you do hit your movement keys while hitting cancel, you will still grab the wall. So remember, no WASD, no movement on the controller joystick. There's 2 ways to do this. You can either grapple and hit left control, or you can grapple and before you touch the wall, do that and you will have a cooldown. Now let me showcase again. The first, left control, no movement keys. And then you could also swap midair and then grapple if you wanted to. Very cool, very good. Or number 2, before you hit the wall, go ahead and unequip and re-equip. Just like so. Very, very fun, very easy. Mess around with it. Let me know what you think. Now, number 4, I call this a stationary BLRG, which is bow, lift, reload, glide. I know other people have different names for it, but this is a little callback to BLSS in Breath of the Wild. If you know, you know, the bow, lift, smuggle, slide. So I call this the bow, lift, reload, glide. Bro, it is very good. Go ahead and get you a bow and get you 2 different arrow types. Go ahead and get a fire arrow, which is an easier one to get, and a regular arrow, which is very easy to get. And it is this simple. You have 2 arrow types with your bow. Go ahead and hold R or whatever it is on controller to swap your ammo. Go ahead and swap over. So you start the reload and then scroll wheel down to get off of your reload. Now I have my bow in my first slot and my grapple in my second. So my bow is still unreloaded right now. It is still set. It is primed to do the trick. So I'm going to showcase again. So you click R, don't let it reload. You see my character try to reload, scroll away. Pull out your bow. Now what you're going to practice is jumping twice. Your guy's going to pull out his glider, correct. You're going to jump, and as soon as the glider gets above his head, go ahead and click R. Now your character is going to try to reload, but as you can tell, let me go ahead and prime your bow again, reload, swap off before he actually sets the bolt in the bow. You're going to go back to your bow. You remember, you have to have your bow out to do this trick. So you can only do the reload jump like this. You see how my character gets some height there after I reload? You can only do it with your bow out. So your main goal for this trick is never, never, never let your character reload his bow. Ever. That's your main goal. Mission, never reload bow. That's your main goal here. So go ahead and prime it, swap off, go back. Once you go back to your bow, he will not try to reload until you click reload now. So you will see speedrunners do this thing where they reload and then go back like that. So you're gonna jump, reload, scroll down, scroll up. Jump, reload, scroll down, scroll up. Remember, as soon as the glider gets above his head, you can do this. You're gonna wanna practice this just jumping stationary for number 5. You could even scale heights with this. It is actually insane. Now, this is where I should tell you about FPS. FPS matters so much. Let's go ahead and see what I'm on. I'm on 90 right now, just because the higher you go, the worse your hang-you jump will be. The lower you go, the better. I'm gonna go ahead and showcase 120 FPS, 90 FPS, 60 FPS, and 30 FPS, which 30 is the GOAT. You could probably get lower in your file settings, but the game lets you go to 30. So this is what 120 FPS looks like. Weak, trash, it's ugly. You barely go anywhere, right? 90 FPS. A little bit better, okay. We can do something with this. A little bit better. Now let's try 60. You're gonna notice a drastic increase in that jump height, right? Look at that. Boom, it's way higher. Now let's go 30. 30 is the best right now. Look at that height you get. Remember, you're gonna wanna jump, R, scroll down, scroll up. That's what you should be practicing. Do this a bunch of times until you get comfortable with this movement, and then we can go on to the next step. Okay, now we're on to number 5, which is grapple launching into a BLRG, which is bow, lift, reload, glide. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is do a normal grapple launch, like I've taught you, just normal. After you grapple, scroll up, and you're gonna practice what I taught you in the stationary form, which is jump, reload, scroll down, scroll up, right? Let me show you how it looks. I'm still in 30 FPS, by the way. Still in 30 FPS. So it's there, reload, scroll down, scroll up, jump, reload, scroll down, scroll up, jump, reload, down, up, jump, reload, down, up. You see my guy's never reloading, but we're constantly gaining speed and height. It is insane. Now you could just, I'm not scrolling. You could just be fast enough for the bow to not reload. I mean, what you're swapping your weapons for is so you can keep that stamina bar as high up as possible so you can get as far as possible, right? Practice this. Now onto the next movement tech. It's very easy, very simple. All right, number 6, air stalling. This is what air stalling is. All you're doing is jumping and clicking R before the parachute gets above your head. Like say I want to make it to this rock, I can by air stalling. Or this cliff. I can by air stalling instead of jumping higher or jumping or letting myself fall down too low. Air stall. It's jump R. You're basically jumping and reloading, which is pulling your parachute out / reloading. Like I want to air stall here if I want to make it a little bit further. It increases your linearity. Is that a word? Okay, since I'm absolutely horrible at explaining stuff, here's a video showcasing how far you can actually go forward with air stalling. It's very useful. Now I explain how you can use the air stall to quickly get you off of your glider whenever you want. This is a little trick with the bow again, how you can quickly get off your glider, just like that. You're basically doing a very quick air stall. You're grappling, and then hitting space, scroll up, R. It's that simple. Space, scroll up R to instantly reload, and then you're scrolling back so you cancel your reload. That's really all the tricks I have in this video. I know I explained them really bad, but I hope you got something out of it. If I did leave anything out, let me know down in the comments. You guys learned grapple cooldown canceling. You learned grapple launching normally. You learned grapple launching with the hangyu. You learned grappling up a cliff very smoothly so you don't do the climbing animation. You learned stationary BLRG just for the practice of doing a regular BLRG. You learned grapple launching into a BLRG. You also learned that FPS matters so much when doing your bow lift reload glide so you get the better jump. And you also learned air stalling. So if there's any movement tech I missed, and if you want to see more Palworld by your boy, let me know down in the comments and by leaving a like on the video. And if you did enjoy, subscribe to your boy, and I'm gonna see you guys later.